Britain's descent into banana republic status accelerated this week with the news that GB News star Nigel Farage has had all his bank accounts closed. Now, I don't have the details of Nigel's situation, but if the man that I know, who is charming, a true gentleman and a fabulous professional, turns out to be an international gangster to rival Al Capone, then fair enough. But somehow I doubt it. Given how censorious the so-called free world is becoming, it would be hardly surprising if this move is politically motivated. Punishment for Nigel's involvement in Brexit and for his strong views on issues like illegal immigration, which are hardly controversial, by the way, and are shared by millions. But wanting our borders to actually function as borders is enough to get you cancelled in 2023. And cancel culture now has a powerful corporate arm, with just a few months ago a major online bank ending its relationship with the very popular podcast Trigonometry. What was the great crime of this show, hosted by the talented comedians Constantine Kissin and Francis Foster? Interviewing politicians and public figures from across the political spectrum, including people and topics shunned by mainstream broadcasters. Blimey, what monsters they are. The weaponisation of banking for political ends has been ramped up since the pandemic, with the smiling tyrant Justin Trudeau, Canada's ultra-woke Prime Minister, freezing the bank accounts of Canadian truckers who had the temerity to protest against draconian vaccine mandates. Many of them had even been vaccinated, but didn't think it was right that it should be forced on others. And for that, in a state intervention that would have Kim Jong-un of North Korea blushing, Trudeau denied these Canadian citizens access to their own money. Take note, supporters of a cashless society. This could become the norm. You only get access to your money if you obey the state. Welcome to hell. Things are even worse in Silicon Valley in woke California, with online payment companies like PayPal and crowdfunding businesses like GoFundMe restricting access to their services based upon the user's politics. Like the Daily Skeptic online newspaper, who have quite rightly challenged the efficacy of lockdowns and highlighted their huge damage. Plus, they've sought to spark a healthy and balanced debate on issues around climate change. And for that, they were ditched by PayPal altogether because apparently debating the major issues of the day is problematic. Let me tell you, these illiberal echo chamber corporate bullies are what problematic looks like. How about the parents group Us for Them, set up by the brilliant Molly Kingsley to highlight the impact of pandemic measures like masking and school closures on children? They were also dumped by PayPal. So even speaking up for kids will see you punished financially. What a time to be alive. The blitzkrieg of censorship reached its nadir when the Free Speech Union, populated by top lawyers and academics, saw its funding mechanism removed for trying to uphold, wait for it, free speech. You couldn't make it up. There are now so many ways in which people are being punished for saying or thinking the wrong thing. Like the Yorkshire Building Society customer whose savings account, it is claimed, was closed after he asked why their branches were festooned with pride flags everywhere. Not an outrageous question, given it's a bank. This very channel has been targeted too. GB News have been the victims of an advertising boycott because we dare to give you a voice and debate the important issues affecting this country that most of establishment media seek to gloss over or completely ignore. Ultimately, these people would love to see us closed down by starving us of cash. But let me tell you, we're not going anywhere. In the end, the censors won't win. And with this move on Nigel and others, it's my view that they have overplayed their hand. Organisations and individuals that speak truth to power and reflect the genuine concerns of the public will ultimately prevail. The truth will always out, with or without the help of these utter bankers.